My name is Melissa Interwoven, and I'm here to share with you what I've learned as an empath and basic skills that you need as an empath. Um, I guess the first place to start is what is an empath? An empath is somebody who is a person who actually feels the feelings of another person. A person who actually feels the physical manifestation of another person. Somebody who feels attunement with another person, a plant, animals, Gaia herself. Um, but the confusion often is the difference between sympathy and empathy. And let me give you an example of both so you can have a feel of what the difference is. Sympathy, take for an example, you meet a friend someplace and he comes to you and starts giving you the sob story of whatever happened. A mom died, they stubbed her toe, whatever it is. And it's just a bad day. And then at that point, when you start hearing all these things that happened to that person, you start to feel bad for that person. You start to feel for that person. And that's sympathy. Now, an example of empathy is where take the same situation. You see the person come up to you, your friend, and your head starts hurting. You start having a very mild headache. And you don't think anything of it because there's nothing to think of, right? You just want to have a good time with your friend. And then 10 minutes later, your friend starts telling you he has a headache and it's starting to get worse, and so is yours. So that's the difference. Usually there is immediate response to somebody making eye contact. You can make that connection and feel what that person is feeling. Sometimes just walking by a person, you can feel what that person or that entity is feeling, whether a plant, animal, or person, or Gaia. But that's the difference between empathy and sympathy, is that sympathy, you tend to feel for that person after they told you what happened to them, or based on their body language. You tend to feel for them. And feeling for a person isn't a bad thing, but it's not the same as feeling as them. So that's the difference. The major paradigm, perspective shift that needs to happen as an empath is that you are living in a sea of energy. A sea of energy. Now, it's very difficult to perceive this, but you feel it. You can feel the energy of another person and take it on as your own, and you can feel it. However, when you can't see it, it's a little bit more difficult to understand that you are in the sea of energy. But it's the same perspective. It's just you're just blind at this point. If you can see energy and you're empathetic, you know where I'm coming from. But when you don't see energy, but you only feel it, it becomes a little bit more difficult to navigate, and you need to use your imagination with energy to move it and to understand what's going on. And I've used my imagination to effectively move energy, because to move energy, all you need is intent to move energy. to intend to move the energy, and you move it. It's as easy as moving your fingers. I want to move my fingers, and it moves. Unless there's something seriously wrong with you, you move your fingers. So that is what I have to say about that.